Hello everyone, I hope everyone is having an amazing day. So I'm curious if you have wrestled with criticizing your partner and wanting to stop and knowing it's not helpful, but finding you can't seem to. So I want to share some thoughts on that because I've definitely wrestled with this, and I'm going to kind of share what has changed and how you can do the same. So I definitely went through a phase where I was so critical of my husband, and I knew obviously it wasn't helping our relationship. I knew it was harming our relationship. It was making him miserable. It was making me miserable, and I just couldn't seem to stop. And of course, the more I might have thought it was coming from a good place, that I was trying to help, and of course, when you're trying to change someone else, the only thing to do is to turn the lens and look at yourself. And that's what I did, because I definitely was bringing our relationship to like the point where we were going to break up, because it was bad. So as I just committed and was like, I got to figure this out, because this isn't who I want to be. I don't like how I'm being. I don't like who I'm being. I went in and just really dug deep to see, obviously, something was going on within me. And this is the thing, is when you don't find much good about yourself, it's going to be hard for you to find much good about someone else. When you're not offering yourself forgiveness and grace for your mistakes, it's going to be hard for you to find forgiveness and grace for your partner's mistakes or other people's mistakes. And that's exactly what was happening. Of course, I was in a place where I was super critical of myself, so of course it was easy, unfortunately, to criticize my poor husband. And as I came to realize this, I knew I needed to heal my relationship with myself, and part of that journey involved healing my relationship with God and learning, to see and learn what he says about me instead of what I say about me, because obviously I was saying not very nice things about myself. And the more I began to see with what I call heart vision, the more I began to treat myself with more respect and more grace and kindness. And of course, what happened was that same grace and kindness was then offered to my husband, and it was like a natural outflowing. I didn't have to try to be kind. I didn't have to try to be forgiving. It just became natural because I had changed within. Obviously my heart had changed, and of course my mind, because my mind had been wrecked with negativity and just all kinds of awful things that we say about ourselves. And I know I'm not alone in this. And as my mind began to be renewed and I began to see myself from the truth of who God says I am instead of who I say I am, because of course I was saying not very nice things about who I was, then I could see my husband through those eyes and see how amazing he was instead of through the lens of criticism. And so the natural outpouring was that I felt more love and appreciation for him, because I was feeling more love and appreciation for myself, because I was feeling that love and appreciation from God, from who he created me to be and who he says I am. And it completely changed. It changed me, of course, which is the most important, because you can't change anyone else. And in changing my heart and my mind, my relationship completely changed, where the criticism faded, and I did feel like more love and more loved and more appreciation and more appreciated. And when I catch myself sometimes, when I fall back into the pattern of criticism, now I can look at myself and say, where am I criticizing myself? Because something's going on within me that is manifesting as me taking that out on someone else, unfortunately, my husband. And now I can catch it and come back to the truth of, who does God say I am? And who am I saying I am? And who am I going to believe? And when I come back to that, the natural expression of that is more love, more appreciation. And my relationship, my marriage is completely transformed, where we have greater love, greater respect, greater passion, greater intimacy, greater connection. We have a lot more fun. We have better communication, and it's just amazing to me how much our relationship has transformed. And I'm so grateful because we definitely were on the edge of destruction. So I would love to hear from you. You know, what have you tried to stop the criticism? And if you're in that place of criticism towards your partner, you know, what are the impacts? How is that affecting your relationship, and how's it affecting you? And what will be possible if you learn to see with heart vision and learned to have that not be your natural state anymore? Have criticism be gone and have in its place appreciation and love, and really, ultimately, just an amazing state of peace. I'd love to hear. All right, talk to you soon.